Let's go. You know what they do? What they do? It's the alien hour. Cause you know what? Don't get go. You got the music in you. Don't let don't live up. You only get to live. There, go get. You only get what you get. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Matrix family? First off, thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for everybody viewing my VOD. Thank you everybody that just, that's new here, that just stopping by for a few seconds, even for a minute, or two, an hour, whatever. If you've been here the whole alien hour, cool. If you've been here on a couple minutes, cool. If you watch the VOD, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? How y'all been? How y'all doing tonight, man? You know what I'm on. Y'all know what I'm on. Just setting up stuff, you know what I'm saying? Making sure everything is Copa static, Copa static. Everything needs to be Copa static, Copa static. Yeah, man. So like, I'm still, I'm stuck on these alien races, because I'm not here to just, what do you call it? I'm not here to just tell you guys what type of aliens and stuff is really popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to try to convince anybody. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my swagger. We ain't doing none of that. We not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? What we doing though, what we are doing, my chat froze up. What we are doing though, I'm just giving everybody the information. As I'm watching these videos, I'm learning with you. If you know something about it, go ahead and leave a comment. I don't get, you know, I'm not here to say I'm the person that knows all. I know everything. Nah, we ain't doing that. It ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just on here talking about the aliens, talking about current strand. Oh no. Yeah, we just on here. Basically, what I'm doing when I do these alien hours, I like to just, dive in. That's all. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But don't get on here and try to, debate with me about the Bible and the UFOs and stuff. If you don't rock with it, there's 1,001 other streams you can go to. You dig what I'm saying? Because all I'm gonna answer to you is, well, if you think, if you think, basically, if you think God just created Earth and not the planets and space, I don't know. That's kind of based on your opinion, right? Like I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that's all. My alien hour, man. People won't like to talk about aliens. You know what I'm saying? Just view that topic. They out here. I don't know. You don't want to believe that. That's on you. But don't force your ideology on me because I want to talk about aliens and UFOs. You dig? Let's get this started though. I gotta start on with the y'all at my wave cat. I like this. I got this the other day. King. You feel what I'm saying? It's the king right here. We kings and queens. What it do? No discrimination. But yeah, man. So, I want to start off with the different types of races with the Ebens. This is another video I want to check out. I got a whole, for the hour. I got another video to check out. It's like the Eben races. We've been already checking out a few videos, people's different preferences for the even races, their opinions. And this is somebody else's. So right here, oh no, wrong one. It says no. What is that? Even. Wait. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
When you hear the word alien,
There we go. Right here. So there's different types of aliens you should know about by Unveiled. 957's 975K subscribers. The different types of aliens you should know about. Let's see what they're talking about.
Alien, what do you picture in your head? Are they short or tall? Green or gray? And what key features do they have? If people who claim to have actually met aliens are to be believed, then there are certainly good and bad kinds out there, but also many different types. So you need to know how to distinguish between them. This is Unveiled, and today we're taking a closer look at the different types of alien you should know about. Do you need the big questions answered? Are you constantly curious?
The different types of aliens we should know about is all of them, right? Don't we want to know about all of them? Do we know about all people, all cultures? Why not? Why would we just want to know about one race of aliens? That's crazy. That's box minded. But let's skip this. No.
Scientifically speaking, no one truly knows what aliens are going to look like. And any version of life that develops on other planets could well be drastically different from our own. With just a sample of one to build from, life on Earth, it's difficult to calculate or even predict what the rest of space could have in store, besides presumably infinite variety. However, there are those on Earth who claim to have already seen aliens, sometimes via an alien abduction.
I mean, several people said they've been abducted.
Survivors of these encounters have differing stories, but the most common themes include scientific experiments, invasive probing, and the taking of samples, sometimes via quite intimate means. While the
Like this, well, the stories I heard of abduction, you might have heard one or two that said invasive probing, but most of the YouTube videos I came across that talked about abductions or people experience with abductions was, I'm not gonna lie, pleasant. It was like they learned so much. They traveled to other planets. Like, mm, they, but not taking away the fact that this doesn't happen. There's people just taking, just treat us like lab rats. Of course, yeah. But I'm just saying, from the clips that I've been watching, that people's abductions sound like they was on vacation. Let's be honest.
overall narratives often overlap, however, what an alien physically looks like can vary. There apparently are different types to contend with, and with some surprises. For example, although the image of little green men has long been popular in society and science fiction, genuinely reported abduction cases rarely include such a creature. Other alien kinds are much more common in sightings. The Greys are by far the most popular depiction among those claiming to have met with aliens in real life. They're described as having a generally humanoid composition and sharing certain characteristics with us, although
Is it safe to say that the majority of alien races are humanoid? Probably but there's a good few that just probably look disformed how we would depict it, but in their reality is normal. But for the majority, can we say that most of the alien races are humanoid? Maybe a few just got a big head, big dark eyes, but for the most part, their bodies are humanoid. You know, I don't know. Let me know.
they're often shorter, have larger heads, bigger, darker eyes, and a distinctly gray skin tone. This particular alien won't be unfamiliar to you. The Greys are still today sci-fi favorites and something of a worldwide phenomenon. Going from most abduction accounts, they don't usually speak as such, but instead communicate telepathically from their mind to yours. The
Hmm.
Greys aren't usually overly hot.
Telepathically, what they call it? So I heard another word. I forgot it's called. So remote minding. Remote mind. Hold on, let me search it up. I want to make sure I say that right. Remote control mind. Telepathic. Telepathy. Man, I can't find the word right now, but it's remote control mind. I think that's a professional word they use. Man, no, no, no. Let me use let me go in the chat. Mm, man, brain control interfaces. Oh, so some brain signal using. Man, I'm thinking there's a word called remote control mind where people have powers. Basically, it's basically telepathy. They probably just call it another name for remote control mind. I'll get back to it when I come across it. But yeah,
Hostile.
they don't speak with their words, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. We don't speak with our mouth. We don't use our mouths at all, bro. Like we're so. That's what I'm saying. We're behind. We are behind. When they're using telepathy to speak with us, and we hear them clearly, and we just over here like aliens probably looking at us like, I'm not gonna lie, gang. Humans, the Earthlings really annoying me right now. If they say one more thing, hey, bro, let's just dip out. Let's just fly out, gang. I ain't even want to teach them no more, bro. Come on, bro. No, no, bro. Let them suffer, bro. Cause I can't deal with this. No, about no human. No, no, no. This is just gonna be collateral damage. Let's go. Let's just go. They tired of our bullshit.
But they're not averse to causing an abductee pain either, so long as they get the information they want. Similarly, the Greys are said to be extremely intelligent but lacking emotion. So even if they're not ill meaning, they are ruthless. As such, abductees claim that the Greys will probe and take samples, seemingly in order to create hybrids. And their rise
So let's run that part back real quick. Hold on.
claim that emotion. Similarly, so long as they get the information they want. Similarly, the Greys are said to be extremely intelligent but lacking emotion. So even if they're not
What alien being or extraterrestrial being is not intelligent? I think I asked this question before. And if they're not intelligent, oh shit. Hold on. There's an insectoid in my room. Hold on. Insectoid. No insectoid. No. No insectoids. No. 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 No insectoid. No insectoid. No. I'm from the planet Venus. Sorry about that, y'all. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all gotta be, the insectoids and stuff be trying to fly around the room and shit, bro. Don't play that junk, man. But yeah, man. What extraterrestrial being is not intelligent? If you say they're not intelligent, then how did they get to Earth? You have to be intelligent to go from another planet to Earth, right? Travel light years and billion light years, right? Ada, ada. But anyways, though, right? My reason being for why most aliens don't really have emotions like we do, because they all have the same emotion. Everybody treats everybody kind. You know, there's no hate among themselves. Now, towards other alien races such as us, I think it varies. Are they enemies, or can we do right? Because God made the aliens too, so they're like, can we do right and try to teach our neighborhood, our neighbor Earthlings, our neighbor planetarians, how to level up in this galaxy? You know, so it varies. You got these types over here that probably want to help us, and these types that want to use us like lab rats and stick stuff up everything up. They want to use us like you got people. You got the ones that want to help us, and they're protecting us right now, probably as we speak. But then you got the ones that just want to use our planet for the resources. Both of them want to use our planets for resources. We got good resources here, but you got ones who want to be like, hey, let's work with them and show them how to gain their power to level up and stuff. And you got the ones be like, nah, gang, we're gonna just treat them like bugs and ants and just take their resources. And probably, if we want to study on them, we're gonna kidnap them and we're gonna take several items and just stick stuff up every hole that's open in their body. Then we're gonna send them back to their home traumatized. On the other side, the good alien's like, come on, you don't have to be mean, humans. I know you're mad, but come here. They're gonna take you to the planet. They're gonna take you to planet Jupiter. Probably cash out on at the mall on Jupiter. Take you to Six Flags in Venus. Go across like a couple light years. Show you the real estate. Show you how you can really be boss up. And they're gonna take you back home. They ain't gonna be left with a sweet memory, 'cause they treat you like they fam. They love you. So it varies. It varies.
Not ill-meaning, they are ruthless. As such, abductees claim that the Greys will probe and take samples, seemingly in order to create hybrids. And their rise to become perhaps the archetype for what an alien should look like, at least during the 20th century, can be traced back to one of the most infamous abduction stories in history, that of Betty and Barney Hill in 1961. While it was the Greys, too, who were supposedly at the center of the Roswell crash in 1947. According to a map remembered by Betty Hill,
Betty and Barney Hill. That's the New Hampshire couple. We'll watch a video on them probably tomorrow on next episode. I'm gonna put that right there down. Betty and Barney Hill, 'cause yeah, that's a good one.
a map she claims to have seen as a projection inside an unknown alien ship.
Yep.
Her Greys, at least, came from the far-off binary star system of Zeta Reticuli.
Zeta
If true,
Reticuli.
they've traveled many, many light years to become humankind's Alien 101.
40 billion
Another
light
version
years.
of ET
Zeta Reticuli is about 39, 40 billion light years away. Let me double check. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Zeta Reticulum. Reticulum? Oh my god. The Zeta Reticuli is about 39 light years away from Earth. Yeah, man. Telling you, that's a minute. That's a little minute right there.
years to become humankind's Alien 101. Another version of ETs, though, is much more animalistic to our eyes. Rather than smooth all over like the Greys, they can be scaly, armored, and less humanoid. Their various
The reptilians. Reptar. Fucking Reptar. Fuck you, Reptar.
known as the Archons, Saurians, or Draconians. And while
Oh, I take that back. That is not the reptilians. These are the Archons. Hold on, let's.
they're
What?
variously known as the Archons, Saurians, or Draconians. And while
Saurians or Draconians? Saurians or Draconians? I think we covered the Draconians in the first Alien video. I remember them. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Draconians aren't scaly. They're scaly. They literally resent like how he look right now on some dragon type junk. Disformed dragon. I don't know, maybe that's a bad bitch in her universe, you know? Can't judge. Yeah, I remember the Draconians. But what was the other one? The Draconians and
variously known as the Archons,
yeah, Archons.
Saurians, or Draconians.
We covered the Archons.
And while
we covered the Archons the other stream. They didn't say the Archons were scaly. They didn't say that. Well, in the other YouTuber's video, they didn't say the Archons were scaly. They actually compared the Archons with the Anunnakis. And they were more humanoid in a way. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna keep an open mind on this.
descriptions differ in science fiction and in claimed real-world encounters. These beings are generally said to be a few feet taller than us. Again, the stories of them do differ.
Aren't they all a few feet taller than us, except for the Greys? Of course, the Greys 3, 4 feet. But besides them, most of them are not. Most of them are taller than us, except for the Greys. And usually, the small Greys are with the biologically engineered, and they work for the big tall Greys. But they did say wait on the top. Let's just take the grades of the picture. Okay. Grades are shorter than this. Let's go with that because I covered too many videos saying one the grades are 5 feet, but then they build like minions that are 3 or 4 feet. But you also have the Ebens that are probably like the same height or taller than us as well by inches or probably a couple feet, but they're not gray. They're kind of brownish, tannish. Resemble grays in a way, head, eyes, but they're just taller. But yeah.
But they're usually said to be ancient and far longer lived than we are. It's said that they walked the surface of Earth thousands, perhaps millions of years before humanity did.
They all was here longer than us. What are we talking about here? Come on, what are we doing here in this video? I'm trying to. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep calling out stuff that like when I watch these YouTube videos. Don't get me wrong. It could be right. It could be wrong. It could be right, or I could be wrong. But these the past videos I've been watching all been saying the same thing up until I get to this video. Like, okay, yeah, okay, all right. Now it's like, cause Archon scaling and stuff. Like, what? I even get the reptilians.
But were in fact forced underground by the arrival of another type of alien in our planet's distant past called the Anunnaki. In some retellings, the Anunnaki are closer to God than alien and are alleged to have hailed from the lost planet Nibiru. But whatever they were, they allegedly triggered these previous aliens to retreat and hide in a large, complex.
So the Anunnaki came from a whole nother planet and made the the Draconians, the Draconians, the the Archons. Those are the only two you just said. Go underground, and they're not alien. These are more the closer to God. It's sounding different, man. It's sounding different. I'm liking it though. I like the storyline up, but it's not. This is different from several other videos and clips that I've seen before of people that had either the encounters or like talking about it. And these are different people on different YouTube channels, and they all react to kind of say the same thing. This one is different. But I say I could be wrong. They could be wrong. He could be right. He could be wrong. Watching it with open mind. Shit.
And until now undiscovered cave system far below the Earth's crust. Of course, until now there is no real-world evidence of any such thing, and indeed it's a general idea that has gone on to fuel many a modern and dangerous conspiracy theory. However, some have also drawn comparison between these alternate aliens and the revered gods of ancient times. The Egyptians, for example, worshipped a god called Sobek that possessed a humanoid figure but the head of an alligator, while similar animal-human entities appear across other belief systems too. Rumors of such creatures in the here and now could also relate to various claimed sightings of straight-up monsters all over.
What if that was real? Maybe it is real.
Over the world map. In one case, there's the legend of the Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp in South Carolina, who's said to target unsuspecting passers-by, and in particular, stranded cars and their drivers. But finally, and while the invading gray...
Alright, y'all. Don't drive to Carolina and get stranded down there. Or the reptilians gonna get your ass now. Chill out. Make sure you got your spare tire if you know you driving through Carolinas. Sure you got your spare tire. Your AAA on deck. Insurance is good. And you got good phone signal. Because them trees will mess it up by. Watch it.
And saurians perhaps should be easy to spot in the open. So-called Nordic aliens probably wouldn't be. In fact, a defining characteristic of them is that they should seamlessly blend with humankind, because they're an extremely close physical match for us. In some cases, they're described as resembling the Norse gods, like Thor, who himself might be considered a Nordic alien were he to ever appear on our planet. Further Norse variations include the Plejarans, which are said to have originated in a bright and bursting star cluster known as the Pleiades. While other alien types,
Pleiades,
humanoid or
yeah.
not, are generally painted as having a clearly frightening or unique appearance, Nordics are much subtler, which in itself perhaps makes them a little scarier, although they're widely said to be benevolent and good rather than evil.
Yeah, but I mean, benevolent is good. I don't know why you say that, but I have mixed feelings about the Nordics because from the previous and what I've taken from the videos I've watched in the past about them, they're good, but they use their benevolence to finesse so they can get take advantage. But then I watched another video, and I think I watched it on stream with you guys, where you have Nordics that are true, actual Nordics, blonde hair, skin, basically like how you said, Thor. But then you got the ones that look like Thor, which are actually insectoids, reptilians, and they know how to. It's like a skin on some Men in Black type junk. You know what I'm saying? Watch them insectoids. Men in Black tried to tell us. They tried to tell us the insectoids was in humans. That's crazy. I'm just now thinking about that scene. And it was like, okay, look. He said, look. And he just went crazy. They tried to tell us. They tried to tell us. But yeah, that's the reason why I got mixed feelings about Nordics because you don't know who's a real Nordic. Are they a real Nordic or are they an insectoid thinking trying to be a Nordic? Or are they a reptilian trying to be a Nordic? Are they? I don't want to say draconian. Draconian probably got that powers too. Shit, they all probably got the cloaking powers. We don't got shit yet. Wake up, like me. I haven't woke up yet, but I'm telling you to wake up. I'm telling myself to wake up. Damn.
Like the Greys, Nordic aliens are said to heavily rely on psychic energy. They communicate telepathically and can also live for thousands of years or more. Again, then, they're presented as beings of infinite wisdom compared to humans. They're also at times linked with or crossed over with so-called Venusian aliens, said to come from Venus with...
Uh-oh. This is my family right here. This is where I'm from, y'all. Oh, I said too much. I said I was trying to wake up like you guys. Dang, man, dang. Okay, you guys call me. I'm a Venusian. I've been to you guys this. I'm a Venusian. I'm a real, I'm from Venus. Not directly, but my bloodline is straight from Venus. I'm a Libra. I come from the planet of love. If you don't know, now you know.
startling beauty. It's as though, when they appear in alien encounter stories, Nordic and Venusian aliens are a reflection of humankind, usually at its best. And some versions of alien lore suggest that the Nordics do cross paths with the Greys. Here, the Greys are emotionless but efficient, while Nordic aliens are emotionally astute and much more cognitively complex. Which is another reason why this type of alien, if it is out there, would be difficult to spot. Nordics wouldn't struggle with anything about the human way of life. In fact, they'd probably be better at it than even we are. Of course, such is the rich diversity of...
That's scary. That an alien will be better at being a human on Earth than a human on Earth. Wild.
reported alien history, this still isn't all there is. Other, rarer and lesser-known alien varieties allegedly include a race known as the Arcturians. These are perhaps the ET type that is closest to the little green...
This is new Arcturians. I don't know if I went over this. I don't know if we covered this one.
Arcturians.
Arcturians.
These are perhaps the ET type that is closest to the little green men stereotype, said to stand around 5 feet tall, with big ancient eyes and green skin. Another more obscure reported variety is the avians, a bird-like species, often with a bluish
We covered the avians. Yep, we covered them. They say they was good though.
color that features in some much contested retellings of how the pyramids were built. Thankfully, both the Arcturians and the
Wait. So the Arctur. Wait, no, no.
Of how the pyramids, often with a bluish color, variety is the avians, a bird-like
Hear what he said?
species, often
Y'all
with
hear
a
what he said?
bluish color, that features in some much contested retellings of how the pyramids were built.
That makes sense because the avians are birds, humanoids. I don't know if they were bird humanoids, but they were bird. That would make sense how the pyramids would be built. That's a good. That's one good um idea or thought on how the pyramids were built. The avians. Who's to say how strong they are? A brick was probably nothing for them. They probably built pyramids like nothing, and they probably built 100 pyramids in one day. The avians probably built the avians probably man. You know what? The avians built the pyramid. The avians built the pyramid. Man, that's crazy. The avians built the pyramid.
Thankfully, both the Arcturians and the avians are generally said to be kind and to come in peace, and
Okay,
often, allegedly, to help us lowly humans reach some kind of spiritual awakening. But what's your verdict? We know
I believe it. I believe there are races of aliens out here that want us. They're trying to help us reach our spiritual awakening. But there are alien races out here that still feed us bullshit and be like, bro, don't believe in that shit. No, man, I don't believe in them folks, man. That folks crazy, man. Come over here, man. Make some real money. Come, fuck them folks, bro. Be a human, bro. Don't you love Earth, nigga? Don't you love this shit? Why you wanna be an alien for, nigga? Stay on Earth, nigga. You a human. Yeah, that's how they get you. That's how they get you, nigga. We gotta stop denying the Placidians. We gotta stop denying the aliens. We gotta stop denying the help and and we have to really tap in and reach our spiritual awakening. I don't know how the hell we gonna do it, but we gonna find a way together. We gonna find a way.
that alien abduction stories are becoming commonplace in the modern day. The skepticism that surrounds them perhaps isn't likely to disappear until an alien presence on Earth is officially recognized the world over.
I mean, they already said that aliens exist. This is from the government, and they still don't believe us. We live in a biased society. We live in a coping mechanism. The people can't handle the truth, and it's sad as fuck. It's damn sad. Damn it. But yeah, man, this is coming straight from the different types of aliens you should know about. The Unveiled channel. Unveiled. Next, we got aliens are here and they are not our friends. Why are they not our friends? Aliens are here and they are not our friends by John Lear. This is from 8 News Now Las Vegas. This came out 6 years ago. But who cares, right? It's on YouTube. That's the whole purpose of going and look at videos. It don't matter if it came out yesterday, day before, 6 years ago. See, the topic about aliens, it does it can go from relevancy or it can go by years. So if you want to start talking about aliens and shit, talk about it. There's so much to talk about that people not even tap in, probably in your community, or just don't know how to. You could be the person that opened the door for them. You know, you could be the one that make people conscious, get their conscience right. Yeah, yeah. You could do that. You do that. Hold on, my fault. Still fire, remember. Do you believe in any of this? Bro, you ain't even checking your chat. Damn, bro. See, folks is mad. He said, see, the reptilians are mad because I ain't checking the chat. And I'm like, you see how you trying to stalk me? The, this is why. This is why. Why are you mad, insectoid? Why? Nah, what's up, gang? What's up? Do I believe in any of this? Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe all of this. Now, what I believe in, I don't believe off of the videos I watch. I watch these videos with open mind. I believe all of this stuff. Kick your feet up for the vibes. I also I don't know what that means, gang. He said kick his feet up for the vibes. I don't want you to look at my feet, gang. But you know what we can look at though? These aliens, and they're not our friends. Let me tell you why they're not our friends. They gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Ah, John Lear is one of them legends, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You need to look at John Lear, Billy Carson, Linda Moulton. Bro, there's a few more, but shit, even AJ. If you watch AJ Wi-Fi, it was, bro. He going crazy, man. Y'all gotta tap in, bro. The government already said, bro, aliens exist. You feel what I'm saying? Listen over. Is he like, listen, alien? He's like, aliens exist. You feel what I'm saying? This dude keep talking about the feet tape junk. I don't know, bro. I don't know what you want, gang. But yeah, the government even says it. The government even said in the document. They just had it. They was just in front of Congress 3 weeks ago. They were just in front of Congress 3 weeks ago. A 3 hour video talking about UFOs, talking about all the all the landings, the times. Like, bro, y'all folks are just coping. I understand. I understand. You know, it's easier to go to church and say, I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus too. But the way I believe in Jesus is not the way a lot of y'all believe in Jesus. That's so funny. But it's okay though. It's okay. You ain't gotta wake up. You ain't gotta wake up. But if you over here, you kind of you waking something. You waking something. He said, "How do I believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus because he's one of the intelligence. He comes from a different planet. Jesus comes from a different planet. Now you want to start? Are you now you start asking me? But in what way? I believe it. I believe he's one of the ones that's been trying to teach humans to reach a spiritual awakening. Still is to this day. Still is. Still is. Because this is my thing. When people come here and say like, "Hey, you, Jesus made this. Those are demons in the sky and stuff." Like, bro, like, you a fool to think God just created Earth. You don't think God created Venus? You don't think God created Pluto? You don't think God created Zeta Reticuli? You don't think God created? If you don't, it's like, wow. I came in to conversate with you because you think God powers are limited. I think God powers are limitless. There's a difference. There's a difference. That's why I like. So, do you think Jesus is not a human like us? Hell, no. No. What? No. What? No. He is a majestic human. He's a majestic. I say, hey, see, now look at you. The sector got me saying human. Got me calling Jesus a human. No, that is a majestic being. Don't you ever disrespect Jesus like that. Calling him a human, that's a majestic being. You know what a majestic being is? Is when you look at something so bright, you think it blinds your eyes but make you cry. Those are the type of beings I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Skin is a sin. You feel me? That's why we have it. Let me tell you, that's why we have it. That's why we have it. That skin is a sin. And until we wake up, when we wake up and tap in our awakening, we won't shine. Like, I don't know how old you is, but if you ever watch X Files and remember that ghost that be shining through the forest type young in the intro, those and they call those spirits. See, that's another thing. See, you got the man. Listen, do I believe in God, or do I think there's a different being? I believe in the great divine. You know exactly that alien parody. That one Homer was supposed to be from the radioactive. In the Homer one, it was green, but in X Files, it's basically like a white bright light. See, it's so majestic and beautiful, man. Make you cry. That's Jesus. That's who. But God, God is God. You know what? I'm tell you what movie you should watch. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Watch this movie right here, and you gonna understand everything I'm saying. It's gonna open your eyes. No, yeah. Law of the Sun. Let me make sure I put that shit on YouTube. The Laws of the Sun. You watch that right there? Let me sure I put that right thing. Law of the Sun. And it like yep, law. It's the laws of the sun. The laws of the sun. When you watch that, cause I don't know, like like I say, I don't know, like I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know, like your intellect with this shit. But this is like a beginner level for you right here. You feel what I'm saying? That shit gonna open your eyes right there. It's Is it Christianity? Man, you talking about religion, bro. You talking about religion. This man talking about religion, man. Come on, bro. Let me get back to this video. And we over here in the cosmos and stuff. You bring a religion type job. This man, aliens are here. Watch the laws of the sun, my bro. Watch the laws of the sun. Then come back over here. The aliens are here, and they're not our friends. John Lear says part one. Let's see. Talking about Christianity, like, bro, we're talking about the cosmos here. The cosmos. And like, bro, wait, like, what you doing here, gang? Like, shoot, I know I probably got like 1 or 2 viewers, but the religion, come on, bro. Just the cosmos, gang. Cosmos ain't got no religion. You think God, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got me tight. You got me tight, man. You got me tight, man. These are religion is related to the cosmos. No, it's not.
And welcome to On the Record. Those
No, it's
of
not.
you who joined us last week were probably amazed.
I ain't never heard of Eben say they was Christians. I ain't never heard of Grays say. That's why I said, bro. Watch the laws of the sun. Watch the law. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Watch the laws of the sun, bro. And I ain't trying to talk on no. I'm talking straight like that's just the beginning level. Then after you watch the laws of the sun, then we're gonna get to these files and stuff. Everybody who are watching the Alien Hour, this ain't got nothing to do with religion, bro. These are straight like people with higher intelligence, the powers, the Congress, like people like who really have experience and don't goddamn religion. You know why they bring religion? Because it's coping, my brother. It's coping. To you, that's a Christian individual. To you, brother. I can't. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You think that's a Christian individual. The Buddha thinks it's holy something else. The Muslim thinks Jesus is something else. I think Jesus is something else in my cosmos. What are you talking about, brother? Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. You believe in Jesus your way. You know what, man? Yeah, man. You know what, man? There we go, man. There we go. There we go, man. There we go. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. What do you call this? What do you call it, brother? Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. Bro, don't come over here like you can't talk about religion, Taylor, man. Can't talk about the religion. No, brother. No. No. What we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, bro, don't come over here talking about no damn Christianity type junk. Come on, bro. What we doing here? You trying to have a debate during alien hour? What the fuck this man doing? Fucking talking about, bro. You don't think Jesus Christian to call something, man? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck wrong with J Cat, man? The fuck? Fucking weirdos, bro. Fuck, come on here trying goddamn, bro. I'm on him alien hour type junk. It's on here talking about, oh, Jesus a Christian, man. Don't try to debate with me, nigga. Is you vibing? You want to talk about alien? Talk about alien, bro. You talking about religion? You talking about Earth shit? You talking about shit that's going on Earth, politics and Earth shit, bro. I'm up here in the cosmos, my nigga. The fuck's wrong with these guys, bro? That's what I'm saying. This is how the insectoids and the this is how the reptilian insectoids they try to get at you. They try to get you out of character, doing all this crazy stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Doing all this, doing shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have my chat open when I got there and do alien hour. Y'all just enjoy the alien hour type shit. Don't come over here talking about I don't care if I only got 1 or 2 views type junk, bro. And you come in here and be my first chat. I, no, bro. You'll get gone, bro. I ain't finna debate you on that shit, bro. Chill vibe with shit. You feel what I'm saying? Bam. And see, he could have stayed, but when you start telling me don't call stuff, don't do this, like, bro, what? Then you my only chatter in here, bro. Get the hell on, bro. I ain't trying to get rich off this shit, bro. And if I do, it's lucky. If I do, it's luck. You feel what I'm saying? It's just luck. It's a blessing. But I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? It's the vibe over here. It's the alien hour, man. But let's get back to it. My fault, y'all. Goddamn.
Hello and welcome to On the Record. Those of you who joined us last week were probably amazed, as I was, by some of the latest research in the field of UFOs. There is so much to talk about, however, we were unable to fit it all into one program, so my guest again this week is UFO researcher, former state Senate candidate, and award-winning pilot John Lear. Mr. Lear, nice to have you here again.
Always a pleasure to be here, George.
To begin with, we have this concept of the people from other planets as little green men. Are they green?
Why everyone always think they green men, bro? See, that's another thing. That's another thing. We gotta open our minds a little more. Start thinking aliens are just a little green person with the big head, big eyes. Cause next thing you know, you gonna see someone stand next to you, and I'm like, damn, this, where you from? I'm from Venus. I'm from Venus. You're gonna be like, what? You don't look like an alien. Oh, that's disrespectful. See, now that's alien discrimination. We already got fixed discrimination on Earth, but now we discriminating the aliens. This is why we can't reach our spiritual awakening. This is why.
From what you know, are they all the same, or we got different kinds of them?
George, there's at least 70 different species, and probably more. But yes, as odd as it sounds, there are little green men. That's not the ones we usually see, though. We see the little gray ones. They're about 4.5 feet tall. And we see the ones that are called the Nordics. They're about 7 feet tall, look like us, but they're invariably blonde hair and blue-eyed.
Blonde hair, blue eye. But this don't mean go up to everybody that's blonde hair and blue eye and be like, "Hey, bro, you a Nordic, ain't you? Bro, you a Nordic, ain't you?" No, bro, don't do that shit. No. Don't come on here and be like, "Oh, I went to D Stream and he was talking about Nordics and he said, oh, everybody blonde and blue hair is a Nordic." No, no, let's not be ignorant. Let's not be dickheads now. No, no. But yeah, see what I'm saying? But he said 7 feet though. That's crazy. Hold on, he said 7 feet. Did he say 7 feet?
Little gray one, probably more. But yes, as odd as it sounds, there are little green men. That's not the ones we usually see, though. We see the little gray ones. They're about 4.5 feet tall. And we see the ones that are called the Nordics. They're about 7 feet tall, look like us, but they're invariably blonde hair and blue-eyed. They're one of the species that we have on ice. One of their crashes we recovered.
Obviously, with different species, they have different motives. I mean, are there good aliens and bad aliens?
Good
from what you
aliens
know?
and bad aliens, and all kinds of ways and reasons for interacting with us.
And what are some of the reasons? Why would they be here?
Genetic experiments, trying to. There's a misconception here. People think that our space brothers would bring us, good things and teach us how to get rid of all our diseases. And if you stop and think about it, that may not be the best thing, because if you had a society without any disease and everybody starts living 150 years, that creates a lot of problems. So they would not meddle in that way.
You believe, in part, that the movies E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, were not entirely just the creative products of some Hollywood director, that maybe there's more to that. Why don't you explain?
They were carefully guided by representatives from MJ-12, who is this organization.
So he just said that. Wait. Before I make that statement, I gotta run that back. Before I make that statement, I gotta run that
Of the
back.
Third Kind were not entirely just the creative products of some Hollywood. You believe, in part, that the movies E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, were not entirely just the creative products of some Hollywood director, that maybe there's more to that. Why don't you explain?
They were carefully guided by representatives from MJ12 who...
Get out of here. That's crazy. Now that's wild. He just said folks from MJ12 goddamn helped create ET. That's crazy, bro. Y'all look up MJ12, man. That's some pretty good shit right there. That's crazy. E.T. was a message. It was not a movie. It was a message to help us be comfortable with aliens. And it worked. Because a lot of us are ready to meet y'all. The good ones. Not the scaly ones. No. Or the insectoid ones. No.
is this organization that is in charge of the cover-up in order to get us ready for the release of the information that there are indeed aliens. And in both those movies, they used small little creatures and in order to get us ready for this release of information.
So to prepare us that the idea of benevolent aliens from outer space are...
What I just say? What I just say?
They used small in charge of the cover-up. Guided by representatives from MJ12, who is this organization that is in charge of the cover-up, in order to get us ready for the release of the information that there are indeed aliens. And in both those movies, they used small little creatures and in order to get us ready for this release of information.
E.T. was a message. It was a message. E.T. was a message, damn it. It was a message. They tried to tell us. They tried to. How old was I when E.T. came out? No, let me see when E.T. came out. No, I'm finna ask it right now. When did E.T. come out? God damn it. I think it came out. Didn't it come out in the 90s? When did E.T. come out? When did E.T. come out? 1982. Damn. Oh yeah. I was even nutting my daddy's ball set. Hell, damn. I still seen it though. I still seen it. And they tried to tell us. They tried to message us with the finger. They tried to give us the finger. So we just got finger with the aliens. Damn it. This finger. Yeah. The aliens on the shit, boy.
Prepare us that the idea of benevolent aliens from outer space are going to help us out.
To prepare.
Fortunately, they're not so benevolent. So they made probably one of the most disastrous mistakes when E.T. was put out. At that time was before we discovered what I call the double cross or the grand deception. And they were trying to get us used to the benevolent little creatures, but that isn't the case.
Why don't you take a couple of minutes? Now, you've done a...
Didn't we just say that? Didn't I just say that in the last video I watched? But I said it with the Nordics, with them saying that they was going to be benevolent. And with them being benevolent, I looked at it both ways. That's why I have mixed feelings about the Nordics. Because the benevolent, it can also be used as a way to finesse someone and take advantage of them. And this is real life. This is real life traits right here. People does this to one another. So, you don't think aliens do this trick too? You know why they do this? Because we're slow like that. A lot of people don't understand. This is why you can't let too many people get close to you. You feel what I'm saying? Stop. It's okay to be lonely and see people from a distance. You feel me? Because you don't know people's next move. But yeah, bro. But just because you act benevolent, you act kind, don't mean you are. That's them for real. That don't mean nothing. It could just be a play for the aliens. But that's how I felt about the Nordics, though. Now the little small gray ones, yeah, I don't know. Well, the Grays, I ain't gonna lie, the Grays mean business. They have no emotion. They like, hey man, fuck you. Hey, this what it is. They probably talk. I don't. Is it? I think it's the Ebens. The Ebens more communicating like they're benevolent. Actually benevolent, the Ebens. Ebens are actually benevolent. They're actually cool. But they don't come probably kissing ass and shit. They probably like, hey bro, whoop this, whoop. They real people. You can be a cool person and they don't have to smile or glaze up on you all the time. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't like about people, bro. Don't glaze me 24/7. Don't come around with this fake smile, that fake like you energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. It kind of irks me type shit because people are evil. People can be evil as hell, bro. So it's like I don't trust people at first sight just because they kind, because they do this, because it's like a server. You ever seen a server when you go to a restaurant and they act nice, they act nice or something. They act nice and shit. You feel what I'm saying? If they're what do you call it? I was reading something. 1 second, 1 second. Anton Bena, Abena. 1 second, 1 second. My fault, my fault. I was cooking. I know I was just cooking for a second. Yeah, like when you go to a restaurant and people act nice, you know why they act nice? At the restaurant, the server acts nice because they have to, because they want to, not because they have to, because they don't have to do nothing. Nobody in the world has to do a damn thing. But they act nice because they want to, and they know if they act nice, they'll get a better tip. If they could provide better service, they'll get a better tip. That doesn't mean that they're so cool that y'all could be friends. It's all play. This is all acting. It's all acting. And this is what the Greys, this is what other aliens trying to do. This is what I said some Nordics are trying to do. But I didn't know about the little ET alien. See, the last time we covered the little ET short alien, the dude was trying to pick up an alien. Like it was, he was like, I'm finna go, you all wanna go to the pawn shop? Nigga, we going to the pawn shop, nigga? Nigga, I'm finna sell this little nigga to the pawn shop. Then he threw the little alien through his ass. You ain't, no, bro. No. That's why, bro, I don't lie, bro. Folks probably think I'm weird as hell. Cause I don't cap, I don't go around people. I don't go clubs, I don't go bars. I used to though, in my early 20s type shit, but I've been through so much and shit. And as you grow up, you supposed to mature. And that's what I went through. I'm being sarcastic, but not in reality, nigga, you mature. As I mature, it's like, nah, bro. Then you start to wake up a little bit in your head, it's like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? The more I say to myself, the more I start realizing aliens is real. I'm not even human, cause I don't even like to do human stuff. I like, I like to learn about aliens. I like to be a Venusian. I like to think I'm from Venus, and I am. But that's why. Let me get back on track. But that's why you can't be worried. You can't fall for someone that's always kind to you. Oh, well, that's crazy. You can't fall for someone that you meet for the first time and they're kind, they're glazing you, they're giving you all types of compliment. That shit should cringe. That shit should make you feel type weird because you're looking for authenticity when you meet somebody new. I don't want to see a smile. I need. I know. People can't help the expressions, but me just going like, bro, I'd rather trust a person with a mean mug and they help me, even though they look mean or they don't even say shit. You feel what I'm saying? They just got that asshole personality, but reality, they're a good person versus someone who's smiling, always glazing, complimenting, talking about, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I mean, compliments are good, but constant, like, no, bro, because I grew up around snakes and hyenas. And shit real out here, nigga. And shit real. Anything I'm finna take some bullshit from a goddamn alien? No, no. I will not go for the benevolent alien bullshit. I need the ones that want to show me how I'll do something. I'm gonna be cool with them. But just because they come up benevolent and won't be like, hey, D, I got your powers. I showed them to you. Come here. Come here. No, no. You will not probe me. You will not. Let's get back to one more.
As much research on UFOs as just about anyone, I'd imagine. And if you haven't done it, you know people who have. Where did it all start, and how have we put this picture together of where they came from and why they're here?
Well, the whole thing started in July 2nd, 1947. That was the first crash.
First crash of an alien spaceship.
Of an alien spaceship. July 6th is when they recovered it and sent it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. July 7th is when they held the press conference and told the people it was a weather balloon, which the press bought hook, line, and sinker. September of that year, President Truman established MJ-12, and the purpose of that was to study the saucers and cover up the existence of UFOs.
And you say we recovered alien bodies from that incident, right?
4 from that particular crash, yes.
And what'd they do with them?
They autopsied them. Dr. Detlef Bronk was the chief surgeon, so to speak. He was the one that named them EBEs. And it stands for extraterrestrial biological entities.
Extraterrestrial biological entities, y'all. We should know this by now. We should know this by now. If you don't know this not by now, comment in the chat so I can ban you. Ban you. Block you. And you will never come over here again. Because you should know what the hell EBEN stands for. Don't ever come over here and ask me what it EBEN stands for. Because why are you over here? Why are you over here? If you can ask me, you can Google it, right? Does it look like a fucking damn... This looks like a, ask and tell. I don't even got my chat open. I usually have my other laptop open for the chat. I don't even got that shit open. Because this is the alien hour. I fucked up opening that damn chat. I'll have my chat open when I play my games. But I don't even have my chat open because this is the alien hour. It'll be on YouTube. You can comment on the YouTube. I clip it up. Y'all comment on, y'all get it, comment on the clips. I ain't here to chat with y'all on the thing. I'm here to just give y'all something to look at. The EBENs, the Venusians. But no, I'm just here to give y'all something to look at. I'm reacting. If you hear, you must like my reactions. I'm not forcing you to be here. But I'm grateful you're here. But yeah, we're not. I don't do the chat no more for alien hours. If you want to chat with me, catch me on the TikToks where I do my game lives, or catch me on I play games on here. It's just not as frequent as I do on Tik. But this right here is the alien hour. You coming for the alien hour? I know I kind of prolonged and got off a little track tight junk. With that chat right there, was like, bro, what? I don't like when people tell me, don't call Jesus. And I wouldn't pay the attention to it so much, but not too many people come through over this chat. I mean, come through over here. I probably got like 1 or 2 viewers, if so, that comes through over here. And that's cool. That's cool. Because I do my own thing with this. I clip up and all this stuff. But no, bro, it's like 10, 11 o'clock. You want to debate me, tell me about don't call Jesus? No, bro. And that's why, guys, D will not look at his chat during alien hours. Because I'm not in a debate mood talking about aliens right now with you, especially with religion. You talking about earth stuff. You talking about real earth stuff right here. I believe in Jesus the way I want to believe in Jesus. He probably watching this right now from a fake channel, and like, I still got the thing, man. Got me yapping. That's cool. Gotta keep you yapping. But you just messed up, cause now I will never won't look at the chat for Alien Hour. But yeah, man, I still love y'all. If you still come through here, woot this, woot that. But yeah. Well, let me not,
One that named them EBEs.
well, yeah, that's why. Let me not get back on track. Do not come over here, and you do not know what Ebens or stands for. If you ask me in the chat what Eben stands for, you will be blocked. If I see it in the chat, if I see it, or if you ask me in the comments, what's the Eben? Why are you over here? Nobody. I didn't ask nobody what Eben was. I figured that out myself. So, and we have Google, right? You have ChatGPT. So why are you over here asking me shit? You should just be tapped in, watch this, and don't ask me no dumb questions like what an Eben is. Because that's the most dumbest question you can ask when it comes to this whole Cosmos stuff. Don't Eben it? Bro, you ask me what an Eben is and you don't know? Bro, go, bye, Felicia, bye.
It stands for extraterrestrial biological entities.
There it goes. If you forget this will never be played again. Take notes. Write it down here. Make it here. Go home. Write it down. Make it suspenseful. And don't come back until that shit don't hit you. You can take the YouTube with you. Looking like an alien abduct you. No, sir. Sorry, Eminem.
And we captured 3 live EBEs. They were numbered in their order of capture: EBE1, EBE2, and EBE3.
Where did we capture? Where did this happen?
Buddy said the same thing in the other videos. So I know I be watching stuff is like a chain reaction. Cause the last video I was watching on stream, but it was talking about how there's 3 EBs as well. 2 of them were kind of gray, and one was kind of like a bluish white. So I think, hold on.
In different crashes. EBE1 lived with an Air Force colonel between 1949 and 1952. The EBEs are kept in an electromagnetic facility called a YY-2. It was designed by a Dr. Eric Wang, who worked directly for Dr. Kissinger, who was...
Why did it stay in the... Hold on.
They're kept in an electromagnetic facility called a YY-2.
Now that's interesting. Why would they stay in an electromagnetic facility? If they already come visit Earth, what's wrong with our environment? How does I mean, I'm sure our environment fucks them up royally. Like that's why, yeah. But why did they put them in an electromagnetic facility?
It was designed by a Dr. Eric Wang, who worked directly for Dr. Kissinger, who has been in this cover-up since the very beginning. The reason they had to create an electromagnetic facility is the fact that the EBEs are so advanced. They're at least 500 million years advanced from us, and probably more. They can move by thought.
Move by thought.
And they can also disappear. But they can't move by thought through electromagnetic facilities. So
they can move by thoughts. We're still using our feet. We're still using our arms. They can move by thoughts like this and like this and like this. It's gonna make sense later when I cut that up. Bro, that's crazy. It's straight up Dr. Xavier in this bitch. Humans. Then like this, like humans. Damn, let me do the roll. Fuck. Then be like, gonna be like this. Gonna be like, humans. I came here for you. It's time to abduct you and probe you. Just levitating. When you tell me you move by thought, I'm assuming you're levitating.
Built this facility. There was 2, one in Los Alamos and one either at Edwards or up at the test site.
At Groom Lake, Nevada.
At Groom Lake. Now there's still one EBE still living, EBE3, And there is a videotape that eventually is going to be released to the public, and it's an interview with him. As hard as that may sound, as hard as that may be to believe, there is a videotape of an interview with EVE3.
And what is this language that the interview?
They got a video interview? Oh, we gotta look this up because this video came out 6 years ago, so it probably came up by now. Y'all probably like, who's watching this probably like, bro, what you ain't see that video yet? No, I ain't see the video yet. And when I do see the video, people who want to watch with me, watch with me. Don't come in here and be like, bro, you supposed to be. Shut up, shut up, and come in here and say shit. If I wanna watch first time, I'm watch first time. You talking about? Don't you hate it when people think they're like the top UFO, like think they know so much more than the next motherfucker. What they call that? They got that know-it-all syndrome. Like, bro, nobody, shut up. Nobody wants to be around you. Not even the aliens. That's why you haven't been abducted. You know so much about aliens, but you never been in contact. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, bro, just have an open mind. I don't like those type of people, bro. People who just feel like they know so much about shit that when you put your thoughts in, they try to talk condescending to you because they feel like they know more about. Like, bro, shut up, bro. Nobody wants to be around you. Like, bro, what are you talking about here? This is unlikable. Your social awareness is unlikable. It's so bad. You know about aliens so much that the aliens don't even want to fuck with you.
I haven't seen the tape, so I don't know. But on this trip I told you I took gathering all this information, a guy in Albuquerque handed me 25 secret CIA memos. And if anything can be humorous in all of this, one of these memos, in the body of the text, it said, by the way, EVE3 wants to see the ocean. We better make the arrangements or he'll disappear again. So while he couldn't get out of this facility, he could make himself disappear. One of these memos, in the body of the text, it said, by the way, EVE3 wants to see the ocean. We better make the arrangements or he'll disappear again. So while he couldn't
What? Are you sick? What? Are you sick? What? System of Zeta. biased society. We live in a coping. I'm on here trying goddamn bro, I'm on the alien hour type junk. It's all here talking blonde hair and blue eyes. And see people from a distance. You feel me? Because you don't know people's next move. Mean that they're so cool that y'all something to look at. I'm reacting. If you hear, you must like my reactions. I'm not forcing you to be here. Can't move by thought through electromagnetic facility. Advanced facilities so they can move by thoughts. I came here for you. What is you talking about here? This appear. One of these memos in the body of the text, it said, by the way, EVE3 wants to see the ocean. He could make himself a. By the way, EV25. Okay, I had a little mic technical difficulties with the mic. Yeah, my fault. That's why I kind of tripped out because I thought the mic did not record a whole stream, and I was finna just oosa. Go to go to the other streaming thing, play the game, roll up and go to bed, and just redo it again tomorrow because that's just a test right there. Can't come crash out. That's part of the game. Feel me? It's part of the game right there. But let me go back again.
E3 wants to see the ocean. We better make the arrangements or he'll disappear again.
Wait.
A guy in Albuquerque handed me 25 secret CIA memos. And if anything can be humorous in all of this, one of these memos, in the body of the text, it said, by the way, EVE3 wants to see the ocean. We better make the arrangements or he'll disappear again.
You better show EB3 that ocean. You better show him that ocean. I don't care. My mic working now. I'm gonna say it again. You better show I hope they show AB3 that ocean. You better show him that ocean. If he just bro, you better show EB3 that ocean. He asked for one thing. He didn't ask to abduct no humans. He didn't ask for. He didn't ask to. He wanted to see the. Oh wait, hold on. EB3 trying to finesse us. Nah, EB3 trying to finesse us. He wants to see the ocean. He wants to see the ocean so he know where the resources at. You think we're the only one that like water? Water, everybody like water. Water's a good resource. You know how resourceful water is? Water? You know that thing in the ocean, big blue thing? It was clear. Some places is green. Man, where water's resourceful. Some planets don't have water. He said, show me the water, or I'm gonna disappear. They probably thinking in their head now before I play, they probably thinking in their head oh, EB3 wants to look at the water so he can look at the sunset and think how good life is on Earth and hopefully bring his family down here. No, nigga, this ain't Disney, nigga. This ain't E.T. Disney movie, nigga. This some real alien shit. EB3 said, bro, I need to see that ocean so I can plot my next move. But if you don't show me that ocean, I'm gonna disappear on your ass and find it myself. Okay, EB.
So while he couldn't get out of this facility, he could make himself disappear and cause him a lot of trouble.
Now, can they exist among us? Is that what you're saying, or do they have to have this special environment?
They have special environment, special air. It's my understanding they can only last about 20 minutes in this air.
You were saying also these gray ones are the.
So they can't survive in this air. Our air does hurt them. They cannot. Our air is inhabitable for them to survive in it.
Is that what you're saying, or do they have to have this special environment?
They have special environment, special air. It's my understanding they can only last about 20 minutes in this air.
You were.
Oh, really? Huh? Maybe that's why abductions, when they do human abductions, they're so quick with it. And when they arrive on planet, then how are they able to Mm. Like a lot of questions, but let's keep going.
Saying also these gray ones are the ones that we see most of the time, and you said that most of that there are a lot of different motives for them being here. The gray ones, what kind of a deal we got going with them? Is that the bunch that you suggest we've made a deal with for military technology?
Well, I think we made a deal with them, and their ultimate, what they want to do is regenerate their own race. Now, apparently, they've either had some kind of nuclear accident, or they're on the backside of a evolutionary genetic curve, and they're going downhill instead of uphill. In other words, in the autopsies, of which I have 2, we found out that their digestive system is atrophied. They can't eat through their mouth anymore. You know how they eat? Well, these cattle mutilations, they take the hormones and the enzymes from those cattle and they spread it on their skin, and their skin absorbs the nutrients and then excretes the waste back through their skin.
You know what? I don't think we behind that much now that he said that. I don't want to rub burger or macaroni and cheese on my skin. Like, this tastes so good, man. This tastes so good. That fried chicken. Pasta, spaghetti. Oh my God. Ooh, is that salad? Was that chocolate cake? Oh my, sweet potato pie. Oh my God, that's good. I'm sorry. They like eat something so good. You take an alien to a barbecue, like, the ribs is busting. My God. That strawberry shortcake. Oh, milkshakes. Because he said the aliens got to rub it on their skin so they can eat it. That's how they say that.
They take the hormones and the enzymes from those cattle. You know how they eat? Well, these cattle mutilations, they take the hormones and the enzymes from those cattle and they spread it on their skin, and their skin absorbs the nutrients and then excretes the waste back.
That Dubai chocolate. Mm, Mama's Bunch of Crunch cake. Oh my God. This tastes so good. Who cooked this up? Compliments to the chef. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, snap.
Their skin. And if you read Whitley Strieber's book or listen to him talk, he talks about when he's seen them doing this to their skin, and they're scraping the waste off.
Now, these cattle mutilations, there's been a film made about that.
Scraping the waste off. What's the waste? Like, hold on, I got a little ketchup right there. Oh, this little crust right there. Oh, they can't eat. Oh, this little crust right there. Let me wipe that off. And wipe your mouth. So when you tell an alien wipe their lip, they be like, they're like, hey, you tell an alien to wipe their mouth, they gonna be like, when you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders.
Perhaps in a couple of minutes we can take a look at some excerpts of that.
Yeah, Strange Harvest was a good one. But another thing that happened here on March 4th, there was a documentary released on the best UFO photos that have been taken so far, including 1 minute and 38 seconds of videotape. Now, what happened is in November, this guy took these photos, took it into the TV station. They thought it was great, but nobody would believe it. So they spent 3 months checking the validity of the, authenticating the videotape and checking out the credibility of the witness. And when they had it all down, they put out this documentary, 30 minutes. I mean, it's ironclad. They're here. But do you think it got on the network? No, it was just...
Oh. Especially back then, like, oh, these real pictures? You took this, bro? Oh, you wanted to put it on the news? Oh, no. No, we can't do that. These good pictures, though. We can never show these to the public. Damn, you got close as hell to the... Is that E.T., nigga? Nigga, you took a picture of E.T.? Boy, you a good photographer. That's what you need to focus on, being a photographer. This right here, though, this good picture, but We don't need to tell nobody this. Mm. But you keep doing your thing though. You keep taking pictures.
Showed locally in Pensacola.
We have some of that, and perhaps when we come back, we can take a look at it. So stay with us.
Yeah, man, that was Aliens right here with John Lear. It did. John Lear on the thing. La, 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 la. I would do this, but I think that's yeah, man. Wow, Alien Hour got to 1 hour and 29 minutes. That's crazy. We passed the Alien. This is Alien Hour and a half. Goddamn. I'm gonna tell you what. Goddamn. The little fiasco earlier. But yeah, man. Thank you for coming through to the Matrix. As always, Matrix family. Ratatata. One love. Y'all have a great night now. Peace. Do the alien sign.